How many of you read history books and find out that in February 10th, 1861, Jefferson Davis was appointed President of the Confederate States of America, and that's all that you know? I'm here to dispel a rumor. He was not incarnated that day. He didn't create slavery that day, and he didn't create the Confederate States of America that day. However, if all of you were to go out in the streets of Washington, D.C. or wherever you're from and ask about Jefferson Davis, you might find to your surprise that that's the belief about this misunderstood American patriot. So I'm here to give you a couple of facts about Davis, of which you've already heard, and then we'll explain the rest of the family how I did indeed get here today. As you know, Davis was a West Point graduate. When I was a director at Volvo for the last 18 months before I moved on to speak about Davis, I would ask people, name 3 presidents that went to West Point.
Grant.
Well, no.
Grant.
Presidents.
Eisenhower, Grant.
Eisenhower, Grant,
Grant.
and Davis. No one has a clue Jefferson Davis actually had a United States presence until February of 1861. This whole 52 years of his life has been hidden because to the victors go the spoils. And to the Northerners, Davis becomes the martyr of the lost cause. He becomes the last person never to receive his residency back. He is hung with everything that was bad in the South. Robert E. Lee becomes, what, a hero, as does Stonewall Jackson and Jeb Stuart. Davis is held behind that as the president of this lost cause. What's going on? As Secretary of War, Davis takes on some of the most momentous tasks yet to be seen for the Secretary of War. As Keith had mentioned, the Capitol of the United States, and how many have been to the new Visitor Center at the Capitol building? While you were here, did any of you go? What's the first thing you see? The Statue of Freedom, right? And about the 5th line down, it says, Jefferson Davis. I don't know if you read the whole thing, but Davis was responsible for hiring the architect and the builder of the Capitol and defining all the plans of the 2 wings, the dome, and the Statue of Freedom that is on the Capitol building today. And one of the things that he's so proud of, I'm so proud of, is that he had to keep going back to Congress for money. This thing started at $100,000 and it ran into millions. But one time he did have to go ask for money. He went to the Congress and he asked them, you know, I think we need more money. And they said, how much money do you need? And Davis looked at him and said something to the effect of, this building will be an icon for generations and centuries upon the United States. How much do you want to spend? The answer was, take whatever you need. Right? You can see that politically he was well associated for that. So I look at the Capitol every day on C-SPAN and what do I see? I see my great-great-grandfather. How many people can say that? Not many. The Megs can. We met a Meg's relative the other day. But I feel like that's missing in history, so we're working.